In this video, you'll learn exactly how this guy made $94,000 per month using this formula that I'm going to break down. So you'll learn how to replicate the exact funnel Cody used to blow up his coaching business, the hidden newsletter method that will get you more leads than lead magnets. So you don't have to call DM everyone and try to find the right clients, and you can get committed clients who show up, pay you, and is a real pleasant treat to work with, instead of those who don't show up, don't pay, and give excuses. So this is about how to get high paying committed clients automatically using a systemized marketing. So just keep watching this video till the end and you will learn exactly all this. So people don't watch your content for the first time and purchase from you. Their customer journey is a little bit more complex. That means, you know, it's a funnel, right? So the end of the funnel is really complex information, advanced information that about your product and what you offer, so that people will be persuaded by to buy it and really buy it. So at the top of the funnel, it's all about your authority and the results you are able to achieve, and how much value you bring to the table. That is the most portion of the funnel. So people won't buy from you by just watching the first part of the funnel, right? You need to. So they don't buy from you by just watching your reel. They only buy when they have been presented to long form information. What I mean by that, it is like long form YouTube videos and stuff like that. If they have been subjected to that, they'll know, like, and trust you more and will buy from you. So everything is a funnel. Even the content you put out is a funnel. So the starting part of the content is really easy to understand information, very generic. As you go into the YouTube video, you'll get more and more and more in depth, and you will present the need, which is your service, right? Or product. So this is like the funnel thing, and that's how it works. And one other thing you can do to maximize the amount of leads you get, the highly qualified followers you get, I mean, not followers, but customers, or I mean, community members, is to focus on getting their ID. Getting their ID. What I mean by that is like getting their email ID, so that getting their email so that you can, send emails to them. You don't really have to set up a different email service provider, or set up, you don't really have to have as the email service provider, or set up MailChimp or something like that. You can do it all with school communities. So when you make a post on school, you can automatically send emails to your members, because the emails are collected when the members join your school community, right? So you can, this is the juicy part. So if you write the emails in a really nice way, those people will convert. An email is also a funnel, right? And at the start of the email, you assume that the audience is very generic, so very beginners don't know about what you're trying to sell or something, and you give them value and you make them understand, you make them feel understood, you persuade them and you educate them, and at the end of it you will give them more value. Maybe you'll link your YouTube video or on the last link or something like that, so they will go and watch your YouTube video and get more advanced information. And by some point of the funnel of the, then let's say if they watch your 10-minute YouTube video, and then what they do after that, they just go and watch an hour-long interview or podcast of yours. So they'll watch the podcast and they'll like be convinced of the fact that they may need your course or community, so they'll join it, right? So this is how you make a lot of money, and this is how you get a lot of clients, so much that you feel like you're overwhelmed. The content that gets you the most likes aren't the content that gets you the most money. The content that gets you the most likes are Instagram, like are the Instagram reels and stuff like that. And those things don't make you money, but it'll get you likes and followers. But it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day. So the content that really you're missing is long form content, the big YouTube videos, the 1 hour long podcast that'll dive deep into your expertise, that'll you know, force you to share your stories and really make an emotional connection with your audience. And if the scripts are written in a crisp, punchy, and clear way, and using persuasive methods and you know the perfect way to script and stuff like that, guess what? People will actually sit through the video, even if it's 1 hour or whatever. And this is where it gets really, really interesting. Even though they have been watching a lot of, even though they have been watching a lot of your content, what you can do is you can plug your newsletter. That is the emails you send. That is the posts you make on your school community. So those people who are watching those YouTube videos can get that free value by joining your newsletter, by giving their email address. So what you can do is you can email these people and let them join your school community for free. You don't want to sell anything right now. You can you are just nurturing people until they can't help but buy, right? So one other thing you need to make sure is that don't overdo this. Don't like CTA people. CTA means calling people to action, to your community, your lead magnet, your YouTube content on your Instagram too much, or your let's say X too much, because that'll make people see yourself as salesy. So you only need to do it for 20% of the time. So if you make 10 reels per week and 3 YouTube videos per week, you so basically you have a CTA on your lead magnet or your newsletters that'll keep people that'll give people value, and then to actually get into your community or your coaching or whatever, right? And I think I think newsletters are better because you can always reach out to those people, right? Lead magnets will just stay in their crappy little corner of their desktop. They don't maybe even read it sometimes. So I think newsletters are a better opportunity to give more value. So the strategy could be like you get people onto a wait list of so the strategy is like you get people onto a wait list for your by giving your lead for the exchange of your lead magnet. So people are like waiting for your emails, right? So and then you're giving away free value, your story, and getting them to know, like, and trust you. And when you release a product, like when it's the right time, you can send sales emails to them so they will convert. There's literally a sales email is literally a normal high value email with the CTA to your, you know, community or courses or coaching. So your community needs accountability, coaching, mentoring, and courses, and network effect. That means uh, that means effect means belonging and trust, and also you need to target. You need to bring in guests who are way better at the thing that you are serving. So those people on your community can actually speak and understand and learn from those people, right? So, and also you need to have a great offer. So a great offer means like the thing that we have talked about, like their current, taking them from their current state to their desired state using the method or mechanism you use. This is the offer. And it is better if you have a guarantee, and it is really great if you have authority, social proof, and stuff like that. If you really don't have a lot of testimonials, you can show off your work ethic and how much work you have done and stuff like that. Get creative, like you can really get creative with this thing. So yeah, you don't really, it doesn't really matter whether you have all these things: accountability, coaching, mentoring courses, networking, and what else? Like exclusivity and great offer. You just have to have some element like great offer, accountability, and maybe coaching, mentoring, and courses. That is really important when it comes to a community. And other things, if you can, if you have the, if you are at a level where you can have all of these things, you can go for them. There is a cognitive bias called, you know, I don't know what it's called, but it's a really, effective one, which is like, it's like scarcity, exclusivity, and the status that is related to it. So anything that is exclusive and scarce has high perceived value. So people will perceive something that is scarce and low in scarce and urgent as important, right? So you can create that kind of experience inside your community where on your community, how you communicate your messages, and the things you present, all of those things, uh, you can frame all of those things from an exclusivity and high value kind of scarcity angle, where people feel like they are only getting this information uh, from this source. This is like really high value and stuff. If they feel like that, they'll be a loyal community member or even buy your course and get into your coaching. So you can, if you have a course or coaching or something like that, you can actually relaunch it through your with a wait list and start a wait list or something like that. So people actually feel like they're getting something exclusive in the future, and you can also email market them as based on, hyping them up about how, valuable your coaching or whatever is coming in the future. So it's like you're you need to focus on like gaining trust, and also like, the headed body and everything must, create a sense of urgency to the page, the waitlist page of your coaching or courses or stuff like that. So people will be anticipating to get into it. And once once it is released, I mean, that is how you can, you know, it's all about meeting people where they are. So there may be an email, there may be on Instagram, there may be on YouTube. You need to be on all those places, and you need to be persuasive and attention grabbing at all of these platforms. So you have created this waitlist for your, page, your course or coaching or whatever, right? And you are email marketing a lot of these things to people. So where do you send them after your thing is live? So they're in this wait list. They're getting emails about your coaching or courses, and you send them to where? To a landing page. So a landing page, an ideal landing page, a high converting one, has 17 parts. And I'll send you a template for creating a sales page or a landing page for your offer. So when people click on the link from the email, they'll be sent to this landing page, and they'll be shown as VSL. Remember VSL, video sales letter, persuasive and education and value giving video. And once they actually consume it, they'll be persuaded to actually buy from you. I mean, a lot of people will buy from you by this point of knowing, liking, and trusting you from long form, mid form, short forms, and being top of mind on all platforms, right? So you either can sell your course for $500 or $1,000 if it's really well created and it has a lot of value, or you can sell your community and you can uh charge, I mean, $200, $300 to get them into the community, and maybe for $50 every month as a recurring payment. So both works, but the main thing is that your product should be really, really nice. Your community should be really nice. Your course should be really nice, because once people get in there and once people consume your content and all that stuff, if it is not good, people will churn. That means people will exit and people will tell others that your thing is not good. So make sure that your stuff is really nice, so you'll get this compounding effect of referrals, right? That's what we are aiming for. Don't worry about the pricing. Really charge high prices, because it is only the committed people will join your courses and coaching. So you won't get those people that give excuses and actually don't show up and ask for refunds and stuff like that. Really committed people only put a lot of money into their courses and stuff. So how do you do that? How do you maximize the value you give in your community so people won't go down and exit and tell others that your thing is not good? Well, let's see how to deliver maximum value to your community. So there are three aspects to that. First is accountability. So you need people to stay accountable on whatever thing you tell them to do. So if it's a 50-day challenge, you need to create a system where you keep them accountable inside the community. So it might be a daily post or something like that. And the second aspect is synergy. So synergy is when you let people to connect with people that can help them. So that means if somebody wants to improve their communication, they also can team up with someone who knows human nature, so they can learn from each other and improve themselves. So it's like both, it's a win-win situation, right? So you need to foster that kind of synergy inside your community. So how do you do that? You make uh, innocent question post. That means you talk about the stuff related to improving their the niche they are trying to improve, right? The skill or whatever they're trying to improve. Or you make a bold statement about the skill or stuff you are trying to improve. So by doing this, there will be discussions about that down in the comments of the community, and those people will talk to each other and finally figure out a way to work with each other to improve them, both of them, right? So the third aspect of building a community that gives consistently delivers value to people is gamification. So gamification is when you introduce challenges, sets new goals, introduce challenges, sets new goals, and help them to stay engaged on the level of like keeping improving and improving. So they'll never feel like it is not valuable to have this community. So, and also the network effect and bringing more guests and giving them more and more value and being creative with it, right? So you should never stop working on this, and much of it can be automated, and you can hire people. You can work with different, people who are good with content to make your whole thing better, and you can keep improving your community, right? It's really simple to set up and stuff. So your Instagram and other platforms acting as top of the funnel, your YouTube and newsletters acting as the middle of the funnel, and your community and the courses inside it and the challenges inside it as working at the end of the funnel, which will convert these people into paying customers. So the goal of all of this is to make you as a creator, a part of your audience's world. You are like, uh, so to speak, a weapon that helps them to get to their goal, right? That is the thing. You have to, buy real estate in their mind, right? You have to win their hearts and minds by giving them free value. So you can write your newsletter in a way that is engaging. So there are two kinds of newsletters. The first one is curation newsletter. That means you are learning from different sources, different mentors, and trying to put it all together in a new and unique way. The second type is like original thinking. That means you are creating new ideas and stuff like that. The second is really hard, but you can go on with whatever you choose and whatever you enjoy. So the key here is that you want them to make them feel understood, and the newsletter is giving them more value, perceived value. So your YouTube videos give them this much value, your newsletters give them this much. So if you're talking about whatever, like communication or something like that on your YouTube videos, your newsletters will talk about more in-depth implementation stuff, like more giving them hands-on templates and mindsets and stuff like that. The thing that you give to your paid customers, you have to give this same thing for free to these people. So let's put this thing into perspective. So you attracted new people, new beginner people who don't really know about your stuff from Instagram and all those platforms, and you have gave them a more in-depth information through your YouTube videos, and then you have taken them into your newsletters or community and give them more value and inclusion and uh, hands-on support from other people on the community as well. They will buy from you. So you can also attract people by lead magnets. So in a way, your YouTube videos are a lead magnet. You're giving them free value through YouTube videos. And if you want to take it down to the next level where you want to provide them more value, more intense, like webinar like experience, or like an ebook or something, you can create that, and you can actually create multiple lead magnets, and you can put it onto a software like ConvertKit, and as people subscribe, your email list will grow, and you can send emails, weekly newsletters to those lists, and a percentage of them will convert. How cool is that? I mean, this is how people make $800,000 by writing 4 hours a day and stuff like that. So another pro tip when creating a lead magnet. So if you are a coach and you're trying to help people to communicate, and you're creating a lead magnet on communication, like 5 communication basics you need to master, right? So don't name it like that. Name it based on the results they want to get. So if they want a promotion, like here's how, here is 5 ways to get your promotion. Instead of like, here are the 5 communication tactics. Sell the dream, not the want. And also you can create a case study. So if you're a communication coach and you want to help people to, if you want to share a story where you kind of you kind of got better at a professional setting with your communication and achieved some result, you can create a case study around that and actually sell it. So Alex Hormozy always says this, that be a legal drug dealer. What that means is not to become a drug dealer, but understand the philosophy of it. So these drug dealers give free samples to people and make them addicted, so they will buy the main big bundles of drug. So what you can do is you can give a lot of free value on your YouTube videos, your newsletter and stuff, and you can tease people to get into your community or your coaching or your courses where they'll get even more value, right? So all of this can be done if you are good at what you do and if you are confident with it and if you have some testimonials, or even if you don't have any solid testimonials, you can show the work you did, like the practice you did. I mean the amount of mastery you have went through. I mean the journey you have documented and stuff. So you may think, how do you create this middle of the funnel content so that people will actually consume it and become know, like, and trust you and buy from you? And that's where the VSL comes into play. So VSLs are video sales letters. So video sales letters are scripts with high research and high persuasion, using different persuasion tactics and copywriting, and employing real, genuine, ethical persuasion so that people will actually take the next step. So this thing is persuasion is actually increasing the perceived value, and your skills, your talent, the value, actual value you give will like combine, and that is done through using a specific structure for the VSL. So the first part of the VSL is a headline or a hook. 80% of the effectiveness of your YouTube video or any kind of lead magnets comes from your hook. So the hook is the things that grabs their attention. So you can use a statistic, you can start with a story, like there are many other ways you can hook people, and there are frameworks like APAG, PAS, and CJN you can use. And I mean, you also have to tease people about a big payoff at the end of the video, so people will keep watching till the end, right? All of these things are really important when it comes to creating a VSL, or I mean YouTube videos. B2B YouTube videos especially are VSLs. So VSLs means video sales letters. So it's like highly persuasive thing. So, but the thing is, you need to create a YouTube video or whatever kind of middle of the funnel content you're creating. You need to make sure that you include your story, you include social proof, and the work ethic you have, the kind of uh, beliefs you have, and your ambition and stuff. And also you have to make them really believe that you have to make them really believe that you have to make them really believe that your solution can help them get to their desire. A successful sales letter not only educates people but also makes them feel understood. That means the creators really connect with the audience and really relate to their problems closely, and also uh, talk about their wants, dreams, and the desires they have, the failures they have went through, the insecurities they have, the life desires they have. All those stuff comes has a in handy when you are creating a a YouTube video or any kind of middle of funnel content. That's why research is really important here. So I'm working on a target market research template where you can understand all of these things about your target market, their client journey, their pains and problems, what they're thinking now, how the market formed, and most importantly, does this audience, the target market you are trying to serve, even has the money or the willingness to work with you? That is really important. They aren't willing or doesn't have the money and they are not growing and are tire kickers and don't really want to work with you, then you don't really have, you're just wasting your energy, right? And another pro tip about lead magnets. So if you don't have a lead magnet and you don't know which to come up with, you can just consume other competitors' lead magnets and kind of understand what they're selling, so what is actually working and valuable for other people, and you can uh, inspire from that. You can steal from that, not like plagiarize it. So if you want me to hold your hand through the process and take you through step by step about building your brand and creating an online presence, then look no further and click the first link in the description right now.